All right. Well, you got like a 10-second delay there. We're good? All right. So, do you know what you want to do for your psalm song?
Ramamu?
Ramamu would be great. Okay. And which of the... Vishamru. Very good.
And then Lo Yisrael.
Lo Yisrael is our closing song. All right, very good. I'm sorry, what's it? Yeah, she's...
Pull the mic closer. Okay.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And welcome to our guests at Congregation Kol Ami. And we're about to get started, but as I am wont to do, I would love to have you all share a little tov uvracha, good and blessing. Anything that's been going on in your life in the last week, since Shabbat last, that you want to remark on. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It can be a reunion or a conversation or an experience or a tuna fish sandwich. I would love to hear what's been going on. I think it just helps us feel more like a community if we do that. So let's go ahead. We'll start over on this side of the room. Anybody have a tov uvracha, a good and blessing to share? Yes. Delighted to have you, brother. Welcome. So glad to be here. Who else? Gene.
A couple of weeks ago, I went on a camping trip.
Uh-huh.
A friend of mine. It was great. It was a little chilly.
Yeah?
So on the 18th, I'm going on another one where hopefully it's going to be a little bit warmer.
Warmer, not discouraged. That's good. That's good. A few weeks ago seems like a little bit of a stretch, but I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Anybody else over on this side have a good and blessing? No? How about over here? Bill?
So I had a epiphany this week.
Epiphany, okay.
I realized that I had allowed some old kind of negative patterns of thinking to kind of sneak back in.
Yes.
Subtly. And I was doing a little soul searching and trying to kind of figure out why things were coming out of alignment.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured it out. I did a little gratitude and
Good.
fixed my junk. And,
That's great.
They started to flow better, even though life didn't change at all.
Yeah, you know what? I've been difficult to Robin this week too. So not quite an epiphany. I don't know quite how to describe it. The little epiphany, yeah. So I gave her flowers. Who else has a tovu bracha? Oh, we got the two Marys here. Come on.
Go first. Okay, so for my friend's birthday in May coming up, we're going to Disney World.
Oh, nice.
And my parents have a timeshare in Florida.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, can we use it? And my dad struggled to make the reservation under my name. They made it, and then they canceled it because I wasn't him. So we had to log it. Finally, it went through. We have our reservation for May. So it'll
Mazel
be
tov.
time.
Mazel tov. Hey, it is a little frustrating how they make using timeshares more difficult than you could ever imagine. I'm not going to discuss it. All right, and for you, my dear.
So I got to take a nice self-care day last night,
Uh-huh.
and it was delightful. It was something that I needed for a very long time.
Wonderful.
And it was
Excellent, excellent. Good to have that happening in your life. Who else has a good and blessing to share? Yes, David.
Well, it's Evie's bar mitzvah this weekend, and it's nice to have friends and family coming into town to celebrate.
It is. We're excited. Yeah, you're not so sure? Oh, no, you're holding up your hand. Okay, go ahead.
My friends are here.
Yes, welcome. We love visitors. Thank you for coming and joining us. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes.
We just got back from a trip as well. We've been out of town.
Okay.
About a month, that's why we haven't.
Where were you? Where did you go?
We went on a cruise.
Oh, very
So
nice.
we were a whole bunch of,
Okay, was this like, are we talking like Disney? Are we talking like a carnival?
this was a bit of an expedition. From,
Okay.
Peru to New Zealand.
Not your usual. Let's cruise around the Gulf of, what do we call it now? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, great. That sounds like a fantastic cruise. So, was it everything you hoped for? Yeah.
We had a nice ex-Canadian military rabbi on board.
Okay.
So we had Shabbat.
Well, I'm glad you received my Canadian ex-military rabbi colleague. I have no idea who it would be, but I'm glad you enjoyed him. That's fantastic. So, anybody else have a good and blessing to share? All right, so I have to bring mine. Now, truthfully, I admit I was particularly difficult this week getting on Robin's nerves, and I'm sorry about that. I did buy her flowers. But we are still in the month of Adar. And for those of you who are not familiar with this, the month of Adar is the month of comedy, the month of joy, the celebration of Purim, etc., etc. And when you reach a certain age, some of you, I should prepare you for this. When you reach a certain age, Evie, that there are moments when the past shines more brightly than the present. And you have a little bout of what's called nostalgia. You haven't had that yet, but it is coming. All right, so I have been digging through all of my files, all the things that I've preserved over the last 30 years, records of past failures and achievements, and I came across this, and I was so excited to find it. This is let's see if it works. I'll flip it around here. A press package for Big Eureka. And you may ask yourself, what is Big Eureka? Big Eureka was a unique opportunity for investment in a perpetual motion machine. All right. I had a lovely man come to me about 12, 13 years ago offering me this special business opportunity to participate in Big Eureka. And it even came with a biblical imprimatur. He assured me, I think he was quoting Jeremiah 33:6, that this proof text will prove that this is absolutely the perpetual motion machine of my dreams. And it was a great conversation. I didn't actually have the opportunity to invest. I can't recall what made me not. But I do want you to know that you can still go online and learn about Big Eureka. It's actually some sites for it. So, always keep your eye open for that particular opportunity that is going to go on eternally. And it just brings me joy to think back to that. That was one of those interesting moments in my life. All right, so it is time for us to kindle the lights of Shabbat, and the honor of that goes to Vanessa and David in honor of their families celebrating. And so I'm going to invite them up. We're going to be on page 1 of our prayer book. Oh, and Evie's here too. Page 1, you will find the reading there.
In the beginning, when the Spirit of God hovered over the darkness, God's first creation was light. As we kindle these Shabbat lights, we attest to the majesty of God's work and rejoice in its beauty. Light is a symbol of divinity and creative goodness. It is the outward sign of that inner spark which God has granted each of us. In hope and with love, we now welcome Shabbat with light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam,
Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'haginer shel Shabbat.
Praised are you, Adonai, whose presence fills the world, who hallows us with mitzvot, and inspires us to kindle the Shabbat lights.
May God bless us with Shabbat joy. May God bless us with Shabbat holiness. May God bless us with Shabbat peace. Amen. Jacob, and to you. And to you. So we begin our service with a series of readings leading up to the beginning of the formal service. This is called Kabbalat Shabbat. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to begin on Psalm 97 on page 4. Page 4. Or Zoroach letzadik v'yishrei lev simcha. Adonai reigns, let the land exult, and the many islands rejoice. Dense clouds surround God. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of God's throne. And God's lightning illumines the world. Light is sown for the righteous, radiance for the upright of heart. O you who are righteous, rejoice in Adonai and acclaim God's holy name. We're going to turn now to page 6 with Psalm 29. Havu Ladonai. Oh, you're doing Ramemu. Forgive me. I am wrong. He's right. Page 5 with Psalm 99. Ramemu. Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemu. Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. And now we go to Psalm 29. Havu Ladonai b'nei Elim, Havu Ladonai kavod va'oz, Havu Ladonai kavod shemo, Ishtachavu Ladonai b'hadrat kodesh, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Ascribe to Adonai, you children of God. Ascribe to Adonai glory and strength. Ascribe to Adonai the glory of God's name, and worship Adonai in the beauty of holiness. May Adonai give strength to this people. May Adonai bless this people with peace. We're going to go on now to Lecha Dodi, the culmination of this part of our service. And for those people who are visitors, I want you to know that when we reach the final stanza, we do a little bit of dramatic performance. We're all going to stand up. We're going to face towards the door, and in the final stanza, we're going to bow like we would welcome a bride into our midst, because that's how we envision the Sabbath, the bride of the Jewish people. So, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. לחדודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. שמור וזכור וגיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המרחק, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולקהילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי אם מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת מקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורי קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדונייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וזולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. So come in peace, you crown of your husband, with rejoicing and with joy. To those who are faithful, a treasured people, come, O Shabbat, come, O bride. And we not only have the spirit of Shabbat here with us, also we have a little bit of commentary from Cricket on the week's events. Those who know will know. All right. So with that, it is my delight to invite Evie up and to lead us in part of the service. Come on up, my dear.
Yikadol, the Yakashame Rabba,
Amen.
Baum Dirachari Tavi, Amleth Mahute, Behayehon Uviomehon, Uhayedeho Be Israel, Bagala, Bagala, Uvismakari, Vimaru, Amen, Yeheshme Rabba Mevorach, L'ol Anulo Meomaya, Yit Barak, the Ishtabah, Viet Par, Viet Ramon, Viet Nase, Viet Hadar, Viet Hole, Viet Holal, Shmeda Kusha, Berihu, Layla, Min Kobrahata, Vishata, Tishbahata, Benet, Mata, Dami, Ranvelma, Vimaru, Amen. Please stand if able. Or who at Adonai Hamburah.
Baruch Adonai Hamburah, Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro mariv aramim, b'chokhmah peteach hamerim, uvnema shneim.
ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, במשנותיהם הרקיע ורצון. בורא יום ולילה, כולל אור מבני חושך, וחושך מבני אור, ומאיר יום ולילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה. אדוני צבאות שמו, אלוהי קיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים.
Unending is your love for your people, the house of Israel. Torah, mitzvot, laws, and precepts have you taught us. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and rejoice in your Torah and mitzvot forever. Day and night we will reflect on them,
for they are our lives and the length of our days. And in your love shall never depart from our hearts. Blessed is Adonai, who loves his people Israel.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levaha u'chol naha u'chol me'edeha v'hayu havarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzaveha hayom alevavecha v'shinata miloteha v'dibartam bam b'shitaha beiteha uvletaha v'derech uvsharpaha ukimeha uvshartam le'ot al yadeha v'hayu letatovo beineha uvtabtam al mezuzot beiteha uvishareha Leman tizkeru v'yasitem et kol mitzvotai v'ten kedoshim elohehem. Ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim le'yot lahem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohehem. Please join me. You shall love Adonai your God with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your being. These words which I command you this day shall be upon your heart. Teach them diligently to your children. Speak of them when home and on your way. When you lie down and when you rise up, bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Write them on the doorsteps of your house
and on your gates.
Be mindful of your mitzvot and do all. So shall you dedicate yourselves to your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God.
Well done. Wait. You have to come back here and shake my hand. Well done. All right. So we now turn to page 14, Emet ve'emunah. Emet ve'emunah kol zot v'kayam aleinu ki hu Adonai Eloheinu ve'en zulato ve'nachnu Yisrael amo. True and enduring, beloved and precious, awesome, good and beautiful is this eternal teaching. This truth we hold to be forever certain. Adonai is our God, the rock of Jacob, shield of our salvation. Adonai our God, you redeemed us from Egypt. You set us free from the house of bondage. For this the people who felt your love sang songs of praise to you. Living God, high and exalted, mighty and awesome, who humbles the proud and raises the lowly, who frees the captive and redeems the oppressed, who is the answer to all who cry out. All praise to God Most High, the source of blessing. And like Moses and Israel, we sing this song of rejoicing, the Micha Mocha. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neda b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, ze li anu v'amru, li anu v'amru. Adonai imlo leolam vaed. Adonai imlo leolam vaed. When your children saw your might at the shore of the sea, "This is my God," they proclaimed. Adonai shall reign forever and ever. We now take a moment to offer up a prayer at the closing of the day to help us carry us through to the morrow. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Grant tonight that we should lie down in peace, Adonai our God, and raise us up tomorrow, O Sovereign, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and for your name's sake, be our help. Shield us from hatred and plague. Keep us from war, famine, and anguish. Subdue our own inclination to evil. O God, our guardian and helper, our gracious and merciful sovereign, give us refuge in the shadow of your wings. O guard our coming and our going, that always we have life and peace. We praise you, O God, whose sukkah of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. We turn now to the next part of our service, Tefillah, the standing prayer. I invite everyone, if able, to please rise.
Adonai sefertai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'socher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevi Gula Livnei V'nehem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav L'Hoshia, Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umkayim Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memir Umchayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהלוך הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
You are holy, your name is holy, and all who strive to be holy daily sing your praise. Praised are you, the holy God. Please be seated. We now reach the point in the service where we acknowledge the special day, the day of Shabbat. If you look on page 21 at the top of the page, Vishamru, you shall observe, the children of Israel shall observe the Shabbat for every generation as an eternal covenant. Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam berit olam. Ve'ni uvein b'nei Yisrael, b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam berit olam.
Great say. Adonai, our God, show favor towards your people and lovingly receive our prayers. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable to you, for you alone do we hold in reverence. And we give thanks to you, Adonai, our God, the God of our ancestors. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and we recite your praises. Let all the living affirm you and praise your name as the God of our salvation and help. Praised are you, Adonai. Goodness is your name. All praises to you. We're now going to close out this part of our service with a prayer for peace, and then we're going to take a moment or two for our own silent reflections, our offerings, the prayers in our hearts, and then we'll close out with another prayer for peace.
Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov peinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Ose shalom bimroma, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ose shalom bimroma, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Imru, amen.
So, this week it really does feel like the nostalgia train is going full steam. The day after I discovered this wonderful little piece from Big Eureka that was left to me in the past, I was working on what I was going to talk about tonight. And we are in Ki Tisa, which is an incredibly juicy Torah portion. We've got the golden calf, and we've got the smashing of the Seret Dibrot, the 10 utterances. And then we have God wanting to destroy us and Moses talking him out of it. And then God saying, well, we need to make another set of 10 commandments. And so there's a lot to do. And I was looking through some various things online. And there at the times of Israel,
there was a blog written by Jay Stein. Now, I remember Jay Stein. He was at the University of Tel Aviv the year that I had arrived in Jerusalem to go to Hebrew Union College. I was just starting out my graduate program. He was going home. I think he was a rabbinic intern. I don't think he was doing a graduate program. I can't recall. But in any case, we had a conversation on the streets of Ben Yehuda, and it was so interesting to talk to him. He was in the conservative movement. I was in the reform movement. And lo and behold, he has written a sermon on Ki Tisa. And I sat down and I read it because it's always interesting to me, and I realized, well, heck, what he did was way better than what I was planning to do. So, with apologies, I'm going to give his sermon because I think it's a great sermon. So, his is entitled, "The Tablets Have Shattered Again." There are moments in Jewish history when it feels as though the tablets have been shattered all over again. October 7th was such a moment. The images, the names, the unbearable stories. And now, as another war unfolds, as rockets fall and threats multiply, and many people are in danger of dying, from Hamas to Hezbollah, from the Ayatollahs in Tehran to the ancient hatreds that wear new uniforms, it can feel as though our national story is once again being written in shards, being broken fragments. Illusions of safety, illusions of moral clarity, illusions that hatred had faded into history. The sound of stone breaking has echoed yet again. The sounds of stones breaking. The Torah describes the moment with devastating simplicity. It says, "V'hi ka'asher zvar et ha-mazbeach v'yishlach miyado shel haluchot yasher et ha-tachat ha-har." And when he, that being Moses, drew near to the camp, he cast the tablets from his hands and he shattered them beneath the mountain. Moses seized the golden calf. The covenant in his arms meets a people in betrayal. In the language of the Hebrew, it actually sounds as if the commandments leapt from his hands. And he breaks the tablets. Rashi, citing an earlier midrash, offers a daring interpretation. Moses reasons, if Israel, who's commanded in 613 commandments, has violated the covenant so quickly, how can they be worthy of these tablets? He breaks them, in effect, to protect the people. Like a groom who tears up a marriage contract before presenting it to a bride who has already betrayed him. And astonishingly, God later says to Moses, "Yashar kechacha shechapater." Well done for breaking those stones. There are moments when breaking is not destruction, but it is in fact a kind of protection. And there are moments when the illusion must shatter before something deeper can emerge. October 7 shattered many illusions. Jewish history has too often been categorized by catastrophe. Egypt, Babylon, Rome, the Crusades, the Inquisition, pogroms, the Shoah, the terror that we deal to this day. Haman rise, Amalek attacks, Ayatollahs threaten, a new war erupts yet again. If we are not careful, we allow those who hate us to dominate our narrative. Our identity becomes reactive, forged in opposition, shaped by trauma. The Ki Tisa refuses that script. After the breaking comes a command. Pesel lecha shnei luchot avdim v'kerishim. That is, carve for yourself 2 more tablets of stone, like the first. The first tablets were different. They were entirely divine. It says, Ma'aseh Elohim, the product of God. The second set of tablets required humans to carve them. The Ramban, the medieval commentator, notes that the second covenant, sealed with what follows, which is the 13 attributes of mercy that God reveals to Moses, is in some ways deeper than the first 10. The first was given in innocence, in naivete. The second was a relationship that was already tested and about to be restored. And the Malbim, the Polish commentator, suggests that the second tablets reflect a partnership. God provides us with the words, but Moses had to prepare the stone. History is not only about what happens to us, it is also what we do. The Talmud goes on to teach that both the whole second set of tablets and the broken first set of tablets were collected together and rested in the ark and traveled with us to the land. And Sforno, the Italian commentator, explains that the second tablets endured because they were forged through human effort. They were more sustainable. They were integrating heaven and earth. The broken tablets were not discarded, though. They were carried, just as we carry the fragments of October 7. We carry the fallen soldiers. We carry the murdered children. We carry the hostages. We bear the unbearable grief of parents and children. We will not erase it, but we will not let it define the entirety of who we are. Rabbi Lawrence Kushner writes that when the tablets were broken, it is told that the letters flew back into heaven. The stone fell, but the words did not die. Holiness is never fully destroyed. It waits to be rewritten. And the modern commentator, Abraham Joshua Heschel, taught that Judaism is not about survival alone. It is about sanctifying time and about building a world that better reflects divine concerns. If we reduce our identity to mere endurance in the face of hatred, we shrink the covenant in an irresponsible and destructive way. Martin Buber spoke of the I-thou encounter, the insistence that relationship, not reaction, defines human existence. If our history becomes only an I-it struggle against enemies, we lose the deeper I-thou, the divine voice calling us to something greater. And Mordecai Kaplan, because Jay has to mention Mordecai Kaplan, argued that Judaism is really a civilization, and civilizations are not sustained by fear, nor are they sustained by trauma. They are sustained by creativity, ethics, learning, and shared destiny. War is something that is tragically necessary in a world that still remains unredeemed. Self-defense is sacred. The Torah does not romanticize vulnerability, nor does it celebrate suffering. But the greater danger is still internal, that we become so defined by our enemies that we forget who we are without them. Haman wanted to annihilate us. The Ayatollahs want to eradicate us. Terrorists want to terrorize us into fragmentation and to cower us. If our story becomes solely a chronicle of those who hated us, then they have already shaped our tablets. Ki Tisa teaches otherwise. The breaking was not the end. The carving was not done by Amalek. It was done by Moses. Our history must be written by us, not by our enemies, not by those who despise us. What does it mean to carve new tablets in a time of war? It means investing in Jewish education, when the world feels hostile. It means strengthening our community when fear tempts isolation. It means building families and institutions and art and scholarship and acts of kindness. It means refusing to let the headlines dictate our identity. The Sfat Emet, a great commentator from the Hasidic tradition, teaches that the second tablets represent the Torah that emerges from within us, from within the people. The first was given, the second one was earned. Perhaps that is our task now, not merely to survive this most recent war, but to emerge from it with deeper clarity about who we are. We are a people of covenant. We are the people who argue with God and yet cling to God. We are the people who build hospitals and universities, even while defending ourselves on the battlefield. We are the people who celebrate Shabbat each and every Friday night, even when the air raid sirens wail in the distance. This is what we're doing by writing our new tablets. There is a chilling temptation in times of trauma to become consumed by rage. Rage is understandable, but it is not our primary language. Heschel warned that the opposite of good is not evil, it is indifference. We must never be indifferent, not to crime, not to injustice, but neither can we allow injustice to eclipse our call to goodness. If October 7th became the defining chapter of Jewish existence in our age, then we risk shrinking our destiny to victimhood. It is, in fact, still Sinai that defines us. If, however, October 7th becomes the moment that propels us to greater unity, deeper faith, renewed purpose, and higher ethics, then it becomes part of a second tablet, not erased, but transformed. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So it is time for our announcements, and who is our officer for tonight? Bill, would you come on up? Shabbat Shalom. Put you in charge here.
Oh boy, that's dangerous. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thanks for coming out tonight. It's nice to see so many other faces. So our announcements, the CKA movie night is on March 28th at 6 p.m. We're going to start a new tradition here at the temple where we can get together, schmooze, and enjoy a great movie. For the first event, plan on joining us and watching Cecil B. DeMille's classic, The Ten Commandments. It has an all-star cast of movie greats and is the first Passover and not to be missed. There will be other activities and a short Havdalah service at intermission. The tickets are $7 per person. Each ticket includes a drink and a snack. Other concessions will be available for purchase. Cash only, please. Donations to the CKA to CKA in addition to the tickets are welcome. Any profit from this event will be applied to the general fund so it can be used where most needed. All friends and family are welcome. Visit the website to get your tickets today. Well, not today because it's Shabbat, but tomorrow. I mean, Sunday. So the Pesach Community Seder, please join us for Congregation Kol Ami's Community Passover Seder. The Sisterhood will be hosting this fun potluck event, and the whole community is invited. Please visit the website to RSVP. We are asking everyone who is attending to please bring at least one potluck item to share. In addition, you can also sign up to help with either the setup and/or cleanup for the event. We're looking forward to seeing you all there for the second night of Pesach. We are having a farewell concert for Rabbi Dennis and Robin, and it will be presented here in the CKA Sanctuary, featuring the accompanist, composer, singer Daniel Soloyon Jr., Harry R. Friedman will MC. Members of the congregation will perform. Sisterhood will provide a dessert reception, free admission, but RSVP is required. Donations are gratefully accepted. Please visit the website to RSVP. This is a reminder from the president that the Havdalah service scheduled for tomorrow night has been canceled as the rabbinic candidate accepted a position with another synagogue. While we are disappointed, the search committee continues its work, and we look forward to sharing future updates as our search progresses. Thank you for your patience, understanding, and continued support during this important process for our community. We apologize for any inconvenience that this may have caused. Please join CKA Sisterhood for brunch this Sunday, March 8th at 9 a.m. at First Watch. There's good food, fun, and camaraderie. Please RSVP on the website, and they can't wait to see you there. We're also having, there's thanks to all congregants for your most generous donations, which are helping benefit students and families at the school doors. This is the Tikkun Olam Toy Drive. We continue to welcome donations of snacks for Timber Creek Elementary, which is across the street. Please be sure to drop off in Onegi Hall, and they will be delivered. For our next initiative, it is time for spring cleaning, specifically toys. Denton ISD Department of Counseling and Social Work incorporates working with UNT masters and doctoral students from the Department of Play Therapy in starting an initiative to provide before and after school child-parent relationship therapy in the school setting. You can find a complete list of all the items needed on the website or the weekly blast. For the Misha Bayrak list, before I read the names, I'll go if anyone has any to add. Anyone?
Aria Regal.
Okay.
John, that's now something.
Okay. No? No? And we'll add Melissa Hart to that. And the congregation is informed of Jennifer Berger, Lisa Cagle, Carolyn Goodman, Deborah Goodman, Lee Goodman, Jay Klein, Mary Mendla, Bruce Sari, Erwin Schussler, Maxine Shadle, and William Bud Walls.
You can find the text for the Misha Bayrak prayer on the back of your brochure, but also on page 40 of the prayer book.
Misha Bayrak Avoteinu Mechor HaBracha Liotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Bayrak Imotenu V'chor Havracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Shake off, my friend. Thank you. All right. We are now going to begin the closing parts of our service. As is my custom, I tend to call people up to assist in opening the preparing for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, page 82, please rise. Go ahead and open out and away. There you go. Page 82.
Aleinu l'shabeach lador hakol, latei kedula v'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goye haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishkot adama, shelo samchelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol amonam, v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Flip the page.
שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו וגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד.
ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. The leaves fall. They fall as from afar, and they fall with slow and lingering descent. And in the night the heavy earth too falls from out of the stars and into the solitude. And thus all must fall. This hand of mine must fall, and lo, the other one. It is the law. But there is one who holds the falling infinitely softly in his hand, in her hands. And at this time, on this occasion, we think, as we do at the end of every service, of those individuals who were once important to us, but are now but a memory. I begin by asking, is there anybody here observing Shiva? I'm going to begin by mentioning Cynthia Parr, who died yesterday. Is there anyone else here who's lost a loved one in the last 7 days? So for our list of people we know who have died in the last month, we're thinking of Robert Feingold, the uncle of Kevin Holmes. Is there anyone else here who has lost a loved one in the last 30 days? Okay. So for yard sites, for anniversaries of death this week, we're thinking of Dr. Marcia Bark, Harry Bornstein, Anne Egbert, Ada Golden, Isaac Gross, Pearl Hoffman, Arnold Lipp, Jonah Richardson, thank you, Richardson, Walter Yaris, and Neil Yutkin. Is there anybody else here who is mourning the anniversary of someone's death? Okay. I invite everyone to please rise and turn to page 85, and together we will say the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayei d'chol beit Yisrael bagalal ubizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Ulamei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithalei v'yithalal Shmei D'Kudsha B'rechu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran B'yamal V'imru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Mim Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru. Amen. Osei Shalom B'mromav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru. Amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, and comfort all the bereaved among us. And let us say, please be seated. And what do we got for a closing song?
Lo Yisagoy.
Lo Yisagoy. At this time of war, we invoke the words of Isaiah. The time will come when nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall we make war anymore.
Lo
Yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yimedu od milchama. Lo Yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yimedu od milchama. Lo Yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yimedu od milchama. Lo Yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yimedu od milchama. Lo Yisagoy goy cherev, lo yimedu od milchama. Lo Yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yimedu od milchama. May it come soon and in our day. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So for our guests, know that the service isn't over until we've all gone into the social hall and had a cookie together. So please come and join us for Kiddush.
I think you have a service dog waiting.
So this is your mom, right? How long has she got?
That sound familiar?
Does it feel like 5 years? No,
Yes, I
remember
remember
my
my
parents.
service dog is here.
Just yesterday and we're talking in some